So Mother's Day in some countries
In some countries.
was last Sunday.
Yeah, the most recent.
The most recent one, 11th of May, second Sunday of May every year, apparently. And I didn't know this. So already my sleep schedule is a bit messed up. So I had woken up like late afternoon, and then there was a game going on, El Clasico, like between Barcelona and Real Madrid. And for the non-football fans, like the biggest game of the year, basically. Like
That's
two biggest
crazy.
clubs in football history playing against each other, and it was basically the title decider. And so during that game, my mom called me, and then she hears the football's like, "Oh, okay, you can call me like after the game." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Didn't think much about it. And then I'm talking to a friend on WhatsApp about the game because he's supporting the team that's losing. I go into my gift section, and on WhatsApp, obviously, all the gifts, like the recommended ones, are like thematic. So then for Mother's Day, I see all Mother's Day gifts. I'm like, oh, why is it Mother's Day gifts? Then I asked my other friend who I was watching with on FaceTime. Bear in mind, he's in the UK, and apparently in the UK, Mother's Day is in March, 14th or 11th of March. So he's like, no, it was in March. And then he checks Google, and it says March. I'm like, oh, okay. I probably wish they're in March. I don't remember fully, but I probably did. Cool. Maybe this is just in other places of the world. Fast forward to like 11 p.m. My dad calls me and he asked me like to help him with something, and then like casually just asked at the end like, "Oh, did you wish your mother happy Mother's Day?" I was like, I didn't know what I was going to say, and so then I had to wish her happy Mother's Day, and that was my Sunday. Speaking of mothers, we were all born from. And today we're gonna be talking about what has happened in our lives from being birthed by our mothers until current. So we're gonna go every year.
Oh my god, you know what would be funny?
What?
If I start and then until you're born.
Oh yeah. But you're 03?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, you get started. So
You
in 2003.
No, I think that's boring because I don't know. What if more pivotal moments? Oh, but you skipped a grade.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, you can be 2 years behind me. It's fine.
Okay.
So we're gonna scroll through our pictures as we do.
Basically,
this, we don't have
like jogger memory.
Okay. So my earliest memory, I think it was before. I don't know if this is real because again Mandela effect and all these things, and there's a picture in a frame on the table. And
if you're South African, it's
fine. Yeah, right. I used to think it was the Mandela effect was named after him.
It's not.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, okay. Anyways, so I think I remember my first steps because I remember what I was wearing. I remember my mom crouching there. I remember doing something she was super like happy about with her arms open and whatnot. I remember the house very well. But it's also like I'm very good at remembering every detail in a memory. I'm not good at remembering a lot of memories. I'm just good at remembering like
the detail.
A lot about one. Yeah. So I think that's my earliest, and I think that's about 2003 to 2004. Even though they also science says that like apparently you don't remember anything before you're 3, all these things. Anyways.
My earliest.
Yeah, 2005.
Oh, okay.
Wait, and then 2005, I'm 3. Yeah, we're still in the old house. And I used to enjoy sitting naked in a big bucket of rice and playing in that. And that was the rice we ate.
Oh.
Because you'd wash it anyways. And
right.
And they let me. They put me there, and apparently
in a bucket of rice.
Okay, now you're born.
That's bad. But I don't remember anything from that year, 05, when I was born.
Okay, you can skip one.
Like, at all.
Or 2.
Yeah.
3.
My earliest would be like 3 or 4.
Okay, go ahead. What's that?
Oh, I remember 3. I remember something from 3.
There we go.
But 3 is what, 08?
08, go.
I think I remember this because there's a picture. But I had done a very weird 3, because this isn't like a scrapbook of my childhood. And for my birthday, it was a blue cake. And I had done a 3 like this. But my one hand was behind the other, so it looked like a 2. And in that picture, that's what it looks like. So that's what I remember. I remember doing that hand, the 3. This was in my very first school. You know what's funny? Both of my sisters have been to that same school. Like we all started our education the same way. And I think like for most families, like both kids would like all the kids would go to the same school. But for us, it wasn't like that. So that was the only thing that was common up until like we started traveling. And when I was there, it was called Kindercare, and then it got like bought out by some other like people, investors, and then they changed it the name, the locations. Now it's called Oyster, and it's in a complete different place. But
that's basically
teacher,
a whole new place.
Yeah,
but the teachers are the same.
The teachers are the same, and one of my teachers, so basically we have me and two of my sisters have the same teacher in common from when we were very young. I thought that was really funny. And we're nothing alike. But yeah.
Did your teacher say to your sister like, "Oh, you must be Caleb's"?
I wouldn't remember. But yeah, and her. So we had developed this kind of relationship, and so even then, like her little younger sister, who was like a lot older than me, when she was in high school, she'd come stay with us, basically because my teacher lived far away, and she lived closer, and then also for university, we lived closer to her university, so she'd stay with us for a bit. So yeah, but that's all from that one memory. Around 3 years old.
This is a side note. I thought you were gonna shave.
Oh yeah, I haven't got. I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm still thinking.
You're still thinking. Okay, this is 2008. Oh, I've got a picture here. Oh, I've got a very famous picture, I suppose, that's iconic to me. That's in my room now, of me and my grandpa from my mom's side. Because in every picture, I had a very short bob, as well as a fringe and a peace sign. So all my pictures look like this. Like every single one. And I'm always like super dark and squinting into the sun. All these things, yeah. Okay, next year.
What? 09?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna remember year by year. 09, I was what, 4 years old?
Jeez, I'm 6 already.
Not much. I think I remember something from when I was 6. But continue. Do you have anything from 09?
One thing. I never got into things. Like I never got into Justin Bieber, One Direction, or like Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift. I was gonna say Lady Gaga, but Taylor Swift. But the one thing I kind of liked was High School Musical.
Everyone loved High School Musical. It was so good.
So, oh my god. So
what's your favorite High School Musical?
That year I got a cake and it was an ice cream cake. There's High School Musical in it. I don't remember them like that well. I remember one of them very, very well. And I think it's like 3 or something. But I didn't rewatch them, I think. I just remember the people kind of.
Okay. Like, but not like you don't remember like
the story
when he was playing golf.
Oh yeah, I remember that and him having like this whole thing.
Yeah. It's sad.
Like all these
whenever if you watch that back, you're gonna realize how obvious that green screen is in that song. My favorite is 2. I really like 1. I like a lot of the songs from 1. But I think I watched 2 a lot more.
Oh, maybe all the songs I know are probably from 1. I don't know. But then I found out like my life-shattering thing, which is that he didn't sing. Or his voice was like mixed with another actor's voice. I think, yeah. I
didn't know that.
Which
that doesn't ruin the magic for me.
Oh. That's apparently what it takes to ruin it for me.
Do you want me to say from? I can go to 010.
Sure.
People say 010. It's 2010.
2010.
011, 012. No,
that was a big year. Didn't people think the world was gonna end or something?
No, that was 2012. I have something for that. 2010.
Oh, 2010 was epic for me.
Yeah. World Cup.
For World Cup,
yeah.
Good.
I feel like you have more of a story.
Not really, but I was in grade 1 and they wanted us all to like in school because we all wore school uniform. And then one day when we came, they wanted us to each have a picture with like like Brazil, like some yellow shirt. I guess it must have been our team shirt, like the crew.
Yeah.
Except apparently it was too inefficient for everyone to wear it, so they just pinned it across everyone's like shoulder, took a picture, and moved on. Also, Zakumi was super funny of a word, and vuvuzela. All these words I learned.
Oh, I had a vuvuzela. I used to annoy the whole neighborhood with that thing. It was blue. I still remember how it sounds, how it looks.
Mm-hmm.
My parents had to put it on like the highest shelf they could find. And then that was the last time I touched it.
Oh my god, but I watched a super scary video on like Carte Blanche or something about how a guy died because if you blow through a fruit salad, like you putting probably a lot of pressure in your head or something with the air, and then this guy, I think he's inebriated, so he already had like blood pressure or something, veins, and then popped, and then he died. Anyways, go on. What's your memory?
So I have one related to the World Cup and one I think that was my birthday. I'm not sure the age, but yeah, it would have been 4 or 5. World Cup. I mean, Ghana got super far. Ghana was like was the continent's champion because we had got the furthest in the tournament and it was in Africa, so everyone was rallying for us. I just remember I didn't even understand football that well at 5 years old, but I remember just crying when we had lost in the quarterfinal when the player had missed a penalty. And I don't even think I cried because I understood what was going on. I just cried because I saw the faces of people around me. I was like, damn, this is not good. Hence, I must cry. The other memory, I had a football like pitch for my birthday. My birthday cakes from like 0 to I'd say like 7, 8 were like impressively designed. Like this one was like a full 11-a-side pitch.
0 to 6?
So did I say 6 or 7?
I don't know.
Yeah, like for like a good number of years. I only remember like the more iconic ones.
Yeah.
But if I were to look through my scrapbook, I would see all of them.
Isn't that until your sister was born?
No, my sister was born when I was 3. She's 3 years younger.
Oh, shoot.
And then the other one was born.
Because I was like, maybe it was like, maybe because I have a theory that Caleb was planned to be like an only child until like your sister came or something. Because I feel like you're treated like you're an only child, or maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough about you. With the soccer thing, actually, remember I told you like we sometimes had projects at school where you like did a whole board, and that was the year of my Ghana project. So that was the only soccer game I watched in the whole FIFA World Cup was actually Ghana versus South Africa, because I was like, oh, I know both these teams, and we played on like the super boxy TV that we had. But it was too late at night, and I was super tired, so I didn't even stay up for all of it. Also, I don't care about soccer, but that was fun. I'm gonna call that a link. Okay, 2011. Gosh, I'm getting like older in these times. How old am I then? 8.
Yeah.
Wait. 2009 is grade 1, grade 2. Well, my teacher's called Mrs. Randolph.
I also remember my teacher's name from that year. That's so weird, though.
And I remember she told us that you can't make mistakes in your workbook because she came down to teach from grade 5, and from grade 3 it's a different, well, from grade 4 it's a different building. And she was like, if you make a mistake, the teacher draws a red line through the page and writes like incomplete or incorrect or something. And that was very scary because in grade 2 we were still only using pencils. That's my memory.
Oh, you're in grade 2 already. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think I was just finishing kindergarten, starting grade 1. I don't remember.
You would be in my equivalent's on grade 0.
So I'd be in grade 1 because I didn't start at 0. Anyways, but yeah, I remember my teacher's name was Miss Linda. But this is my 3rd school that I've been to now. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I think this is when I skipped the grade.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is when I skipped the grade. So I had written the entrance. This is so random because this is a very new school also. It's like I think I was the first class there. So then I changed schools. I write the entrance exam. It's like a glass building, kind of like what we're sitting in now. But like for young me, it was like very impressive because also like there were not that many glass buildings. I don't think in the early 2000s. It's a lot more concrete. At least like in Ghana or like in what I was used to. It was kind of scary, but like I did it and I did it super fast. I remember like I was done and I was like, oh, what? And then on the day of starting school, like I had to get the uniform and everything. And then I was in a grade up from the grade that I should have been switching schools. So I was like, oh, cool. And then obviously I didn't understand what that meant until later. But yeah, ever since then I was a younger person in my grade.
Wow, bad kid. I feel like there's some mom out there taking notes of you and your life, and maybe if she follows these steps for her kid will get into Oxford.
I'm sure, yeah, they're listening to our podcast. And also when I went to school is when we started going on field trips and excursions. So that's gonna be a recurring thing in my.
Okay. This is when your youngest began, your youngest story. I was the youngest in grade 0, I think, not only. It's because my birthday is so late in the year.
Also, I think that year I had graduated from kindergarten too. So in grading system it's like KG1, KG2, and you go to first grade. I had graduated from KG2. They had like a whole ceremony, and at that time it was kind of funny because the only graduations would be like from junior high to senior high.
Yeah.
But we had a graduation from kindergarten. I have the picture.
It's very
right here.
wait, it's off. Wait. Oh my god!
A whole cap and gown and the fake diploma in my hand.
It's something similar.
Yeah.
But like at least just an all black diploma. I mean cap and gown. Okay. 2012, right?
Yeah.
I am in grade 1, grade 2, grade 3.
Wait, we should be in the same. I'm so confused. We should be in the same grade.
No, you should be one below me. No.
Right, but
I don't know.
Because you go up to 13.
Do you start school at the start of the year?
Oh yeah, we started like. Okay.
Okay, there we go. Mystery solved. Grade 3. We went to the zoo, and I decided that I think for my birthday, I don't know why I chose to go to the bird garden at the zoo, and I decided my favorite animal or bird was called the kookaburra because it made the sound like kookaburra or something. And now I realize I'm deathly scared of birds.
Second grade. This is when I met the first teacher. Actually, no, that's not true. I was gonna say the first teacher that I liked, but no, I was bad. I remember so distinctly in second grade, I got a 0 in French, like 0.
French in second grade.
We started from. I took French all throughout school, from like start to end, and I never learned like the French. That's when I knew I was bad at languages. Like I got good enough to like get an A, but like.
Nothing.
COVID helped a lot.
Yeah.
Because Google Translate on the next screen and just.
Okay. Never mind. I thought you were like super disciplined.
No. I just languages and me don't go together. I got a 0, and that was like the only time I hit a test from my parents. Got a 0 out of 10 in French.
Oh my god.
Apart from that, I don't have that many. I think we had visited a dam that year. I don't know what year, but I'm just estimating from the way I look in this picture.
Pictures are so funny. Why are you just bold in all of them?
That's just a canon event for every black kid. You just have to be bald your whole life until you're old
maybe it's like the bob for Chinese girls.
It probably is, and we call it Sakura in Ghana. So whenever I just go to the barber, my mom's like, "Yeah, just give him Sakura." Yup, you get a lot of bald pictures. Bald.
But also, you're dressed in such. I feel like I don't know if it's the angle of the picture or like because you seem like you're in such big clothes, like grown up clothes, kind of like it's just so weird. I'm just a normal kid. What's this?
So my mom was a fashion designer. Like she used to work as that, and I guess around that time it was still like an era of like baggy clothes.
Okay.
Type of thing, like the first baggy clothes renaissance,
right?
I'd say, before the recent one, these years. And so I think she just wanted to style me that way, and I just had to go with it.
That's crazy.
It's also, I think, also the idea of like you get it a size big, and then they can grow into it, because it's better than like getting it fit in and having to buy another one the next year. Because I think kids grow fast, right? So that's also probably the thinking in her mind.
But then she had 2 more girls. It's not like you could pass the clothes on anyways. Oh, by the way, this is like the stripy shirt. Like, because you showed me a Strivey shirt just now.
Yeah. Okay, so then what? For you, 2012?
2013 now.
No, we didn't do 12. We did 11.
We did. 2012. 2012 was the one with the bird.
Oh.
Oh, did I skip 2011?
I thought that was 2011.
That was grade 2. 2011 was grade 2 with Mrs.
Oh.
Because 2010, 2011, 2012.
Oh. Well, also 2012 was I watched the movie about the world was ending. I think that's my earliest cinema experience. When did Twilight come out?
Oh, at an age when I was too young to watch it, probably. Is my answer.
Twilight. 2008. No, okay, so that's wrong. My earliest, but I don't know which.
You watched Twilight?
My dad took me to the cinema. I think it was because Twilight break. There's a 2012 Twilight movie.
Oh, probably one of the later ones, right?
Yeah, so because it started in 2008, but that year was my first introduction to cinema. Everything was so grand and big and scary. Twilight was I don't remember much from it. I just remember there's a werewolf in it.
You watched it? How many parents did you watch?
And we watched 2012, the movie about the world ending. I just remember seeing that the president was black and that they had to get into a helicopter. For some reason, they couldn't get up off of the helicopter while the ground under them was breaking. Obviously, now it makes sense with physics, but like, as a kid, I was like, that's so dumb. Just fly. Also, you need ground to take off.
I can see why you would think that.
Yeah, but it was a very scary movie. I thought it was gonna happen in real life.
Oh my god! Okay, there we go. 2009. So my parents didn't take us out much because they didn't know how to be parents in South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
But we go to the movies a lot, like every weekend. So we got into the habit of just watching because she literally they had no idea what to do with us. So I watched Coraline when it came out, 2009, and I'm 5 years old.
That's scary.
And okay, not 5 maybe because it takes a really long time for new movies to get to South Africa. But the thing is, we would just go see a poster of a kid's movie, quote unquote, and go to the movie. So we've been going for weeks and we saw, like, I don't know, like Nemo and whatever. And then suddenly you get Coraline and it's a girl's name, it's a girl on the picture, and it's an animated film. So we go in to watch the movie. My brother's 2 years older than me, he's 7. And he's been loving movies now because that you kind of build your identity already kind of by then, right? I'm just going. Halfway through, I remember so clearly there's a time when she's like looking through the mirror and there's like ghost dolls on the bed. I was like, no, I am going home. And I've never walked out of anything. I've never stopped watching TV or movies really. And I was like, absolutely not. We're stopping, we're leaving. And apparently my brother was super angry. And I never watched a scary film after that until I was like 20 or something because I would always just think of it. I didn't even think of it as a horror movie because I didn't think that children's film was or like animated could be horror movies. But I realized like, wow, that really scarred me.
Yeah, I watched it in middle school and I was scared. So I can imagine 5 years old.
Yeah, that was crazy. So dumb. Okay.
Next year?
13. Grade 4. My teacher was Mrs. Terry and she had everything in her classroom was pink and I loved pink at this age. And I loved that. She would even give us marshmallows and it would be pink. And that was the year I hit a test for my mom. I didn't even do that badly. It was the year I hit a test. And that's when you said that just now.
What did you get?
Oh gosh. It was like, I think it was maybe like 60% or something. Gosh, but I remember,
not bad.
I know, right? And the worst part is like, it was a pretty average grade for people in my class. And I remember immediately I was giving like excuses to the teacher, like, oh my God, I slept so badly last night, all these things. Yeah, actually, even then, hey. And she wrote me a letter to give to my mom because I was crying there, like, I don't know what to do. I can't show my mom this. My mom isn't even like that. My mom was not bothered that much, or like I didn't get in trouble or anything. She was a little weirded out that she got a letter because I was afraid to come to her with a bad test grade. But yeah, I don't know. I had no reason to be scared. I don't know. I guess you just get that fear sometimes. Yeah. That's my grade 4.
So I was in 3rd grade then in 2013. So I started going to summer school, and this happened until like 5th, 6th grade.
Like for the whole summer?
Yeah, or like a month or something. I don't know. I don't remember how long it was.
What is like summer school? Like you go 9 to 5? I don't know.
Like school hours, like 7 to 3.
Oh, okay.
No. Or like it was. I think it ended earlier, maybe like noon or 1.
Okay.
Monday to Thursday. maybe Fridays were included. I don't remember much of that side of the details.
But it's usually for kids who, like, if it's not camp, it's for kids who are not slacking, gosh.
Behind.
Yeah, behind.
That's the idea behind it. And I was never behind. But my dad, he's very much of like, he very much has that idea of like, free time doesn't mean do nothing. So like in the summer, I just go to, and I was the only one. I don't think my sister went to summer school, but it would just be me. And like I grew to like it because like you still see your friends, like some of the friends who do
your dumb friends.
Friends, like I feel like at that grade you don't really, like there's no dumb and smart.
Oh, there is
friends.
That is for us.
And you should get to hang out with them. I feel like if I could go back, I wouldn't do summer school. Like what the but so I started going to summer school. But in that year, in that summer school, two things had happened. First time I cheated on a test, but it's not even like, do you know what happened? We finish a test, we come outside, and we're discussing answers as you would typically do. And then everyone is saying, this was the answer, this was the answer. Oh, I didn't put that. So when no one's there, I just go back, because like the tests are just all on the teacher's table. And I find my paper, erase my answer, because I'm still using a pencil at that age. And then write the other one. I don't remember if it ended up being the correct or wrong one. I wish I did. But I remember that happening. And the second thing that happened, someone like a grade or two above me and very much taller than me, I mean, I was short anyways, was running backwards for some dumb reason. Turns around, slips, and like their teeth just like sink into the side of my head. And then I'm like, I didn't even feel the pain. It was just shock at the time. And then my friend, I remember he's like, oh, Caleb, you're bleeding. I was like, what? I put my hand there. This was like a meme, like a joke in my school for like the next 3 years that I was there, that I went like this, and then I looked at it, and I just started crying. And they take me to the hospital. They find out, okay, there are no chunks in my head, I don't think. And then they ask me if like they should stitch it up, and I'm like, no, I don't want it to sound scary. So then they never stitch it up. So if I go bald, there's always like a little scar there forever to remind me of 3rd grade. That's what happened.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That testing, I'm pretty sure I've done that. Wow.
That girl was known as a vampire for as long as I stayed in that school. And I was the kid that went like this and started crying for the rest of my time at that school.
Oh my god, did that affect you?
No, it was just a joke, like between friends.
That's good. You can take a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Because my parents very much gave me that mentality of like you do nothing in summer. Well, just because one, our summers aren't that long, and two, I don't know, it's their first time raising kids. They didn't think that much about like everything, so we were just there. And it's I realized it quite affected me after coming here to like do things. What do you think your mentality is now on summer? Like, do you still, has it pushed you to become harder in the summers to do nothing, or has it?
No, I very much want to be the person that like actually takes a holiday, like a vacation during summer. But I feel like I've just been indoctrinated into this lifestyle where I just don't feel fulfilled anymore if I'm not doing anything in the summer. But I do like take like a week or two like at the start of every summer. If not at the start, like at some point, to like just slack off and do whatever.
Okay.
I thought it was gonna come in.
I also thought it was going to come in.
Next one, 4th grade for me. 2014. This is a fun one for me.
Tell me.
World Cup.
Oh.
Again. That was my first time back in the States, but at an age that I can remember.
It's in the US?
Being in the States. No, it's in South America. It's in Brazil, but same time zone, similar time zone as US. But I was in the US.
So you get to watch it.
I like a regular time. I have a lot of memories from this year. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I didn't have too much. I had a teacher, Mrs. Smith, who was new and a little bit unconventional, and I loved her. I don't know why, but grade 5 was when I started, I suppose, having small issues. Like, I remember like really good friend was like picking really weird fights. And I guess I was my first time experiencing things with like mental health, I guess, looking back now. Like there's no other way I can explain it. And I don't know if Mrs. Smith knew or saw it like that, but she was a little bit closer with me, and I liked the attention and like the free love, quote unquote, or something. Yeah. Okay, go.
Speaking of, that was also my first teacher that I liked. Like actually like every other teacher I felt indifferent to, but this teacher I liked. His name was Mr. Abraham. That year also we had a new kid, and he's the kid that introduced the whole grade into swearing and the idea of fuck and shit and bitch. And we just abused those words. It just sounded cool to say. Shut up, bitch, you fucking stupid. And we said that so much. And he didn't care, or I guess he didn't notice that we were saying that because we say it during recess and whatever. That's also the year that we spent the summer in the US to watch the World Cup. And that was really fun. It was because also around the time of 4th of July, so I had my first Independence Day. We saw the fireworks. I met my family, part of the family that's in America. I was just a kid. That was also the year of Happy, right? Like the song by Pharrell.
Oh yeah.
I remember in my aunt's car, it would play like every time on the radio. And at one point, I had picked it up and started singing it. And then my aunt was like, "Who started singing the song?" And I thought I was in trouble. So I like said like very like lightly, it was like, "Oh," and she's like, "I like the song too." And then we started singing the song in the car. Yeah. I also tried mustard for the first time because on a hot dog, and it tasted like shit. But now I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like mustard.
Like you'll have it?
I'll have it on a hot dog.
Okay.
I might have it over ketchup even.
Would you have it at home?
No.
Okay.
I don't eat hot dogs at home.
Yeah, but you can have it on like sandwiches and things. Anyways, yeah, you don't make that.
No.
Wow, these are such stories. You remember things so differently from like you remember these
the moments.
These things that have happened, and at least it's not the first thing that comes to my mind. Okay, yeah, going to America, I feel like it's big.
It was my second time on a flight, and this was like a big flight because first time we had traveled to a different city in Ghana, and that was such a small plane. And it was like the turbulence was crazy. I thought we were like falling. You know, like Flappy Bird, how you have to tap for it.
Yeah.
I thought that was what the plane was doing, and I was so scared. But then the second flight was like a lot more, fancy because we were flying like international. It's a big plane. It's like a Delta Airlines. Tried airplane food for the first time. Watched movies on the airplane. And the thing is, at that point we weren't going to the cinema, so all the movies that I wanted to watch that we never were able to watch, I just binged it on the plane. I don't think I slept that plane ride. And then I got to say hi to the flight attendant, and then I took a picture with one of them.
Wow.
I don't have it on my phone. My parents probably would have it if they kept that, but yeah.
I wasn't allowed to watch movies on the plane. I didn't expect that reaction.
Wait, why not?
Just because plane moving, screen, eyes focusing, bad for eyes.
Really?
Yeah. Same reason I wasn't allowed to read in the car, and yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It was just one of the rules my mom had. Yeah. But it was also fine. Oh, also like I don't know if this was a thing for everyone, but ever since we started watching TV, we were only allowed to watch for 30 minutes, and then you would turn it off and you'd just go and do something else.
No, we didn't have to.
Oh, yeah, like it was so normal to me. I thought everyone did it actually.
No.
And initially it was actually only 20 minutes until one day apparently my dad had sat with my brother and I, and my brother would always be the good kid to turn the TV off. I just didn't care. And my dad said to my mom, he's like, "Do you know the kids can't even finish a single episode in 20 minutes? Can you extend their screen time?" And they got bumped to 30 minutes.
That's very strict. My parents were very...
But that's the only rule she had. Like it was that and like no Coke, I suppose. The joke, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was sort of it. And if that's just the way things are kind of in your house, you don't really care. You just
yeah, I guess if you think it's normal, then
yeah, and it's not like I was craving watching the TV or anything.
Wow. For us, it was very different. I had a TV in my room.
What?
Big hunchback TV.
Oh my god, you have a TV.
And we could connect it to this
kid?
But it was so. I just remember because like I don't think it was a problem. I don't know, but I don't think it was a problem the amount of TV that we watched when we were younger. Because it's only now that my parents are like actively like forcing my youngest sister to like turn off the TV or turn off her phone and go outside. But for me and my closest in age sister, like we didn't really have that. The only thing we'd argue over the remote, obviously, all the time. But I remember like late night, like was when the cool shows came. Because then when I had it wasn't for me, but they just put it in my room like to store it. And I figured out a way to like connect it to like the cable box in the living room. And so I could watch the cool shows at night, like Origins of Waverly Place or like stuff like that I wouldn't watch, like they wouldn't show during the afternoons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? So your parents
That didn't
didn't
last
know?
very long. No.
Why didn't it last very long?
Because it was just a temporary thing. So then the TV ended up getting like removed from my room. Eventually, I think they gave it to like some other family.
I immediately just put you in a box when you said you had a TV in your room. I was like, I think I know like 2 kids who had that.
No, it wasn't like specific for me. No.
Speaking of which, though, I also realized like, oh, the TV wasn't such a big deal because my brother got an iPad by the time I think when he was like 7, so when I was like 6. Yeah, because in school years we're 1 year apart. And then I got my DS when I was 9, so 2011. So by then I already had like a device, and then on my phone the next year, a little BlackBerry, yeah. So yeah, we had devices that we were playing on, with like way too many games. Oh.
2015.
2015. I'm 12, so
I'm like
grade
9.
6. Oh, I think is this the year I got my dog? Yeah. My dog was taking my brother's birthday present, I suppose. And this was a decision. This was like him playing guitar. I just didn't understand what got my parents to just suddenly say yes. Because I mean, I think it's like we kind of always wanted a dog. I kind of had spoken about it, but then because my brother's best friend, puppy, had like a litter, and then we got a dog. And I did not think we were going to be a family who had a dog. And then I brought it to school, and like everyone, because
you brought your dog to school.
Yeah, because everyone, I don't know, like gushed over it. It was the cutest thing ever. And my mom made like this little fabric box for Seb. The box is actually the one that stores like paper, and then she covered it in fabric. And then had the dog in it when we gave it to her, and then we're like, oh, we'll take the dog on a trip around school, and I think she's gonna go home or something.
That's nice.
So that was a very fun day. I guess that was also the day that because I got to play with the dog the whole night before the morning that my brother was going to get it. The dog got a little closer to me, and then my brother and I had a competition of like whoever the dog runs to who gets to name it, because we'd call the name. And then the dog ran to me twice, him once. Seb wanted to name him Louis or Lionel, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's Louis. And then I named it Fluffy.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I could not see straight and thought, and I knew how cliche it was, but I looked at it and I was like, oh my god, it can't be anything else. It couldn't be anything else. I couldn't explain how much it was around me.
I think I'm the only kid who never had a dog. Wanted a dog.
Never wanted a dog.
Yeah.
Do you ever have pets?
No. I never wanted a dog.
Did you you actually didn't want to have a dog, or you just never had the phase of wanting a dog?
I think I didn't want a dog.
Yeah? How come? Wow.
There are a lot of... Okay, I think I've been chased by a dog before, so maybe that's also... And also, there are a lot of stray dogs in Ghana.
Oh, okay.
And they just never did anything for me. But 2015... I think 2015 was the year I got smart. My first smart burst, let's say.
What?
Because like I suddenly just started getting like... I guess maybe it's when it started mattering, like 5th grade, a little bit. So yeah, I got
so funny. That's when my grades started going down. I think I got like 10 demerits that year.
Oh.
Yeah, that was, oh my God, that was grade 6. And like I was like a star child before. And um at that point, like, okay, grade 4, it's like 5 demerits is a detention, or 6. Must have been 6. And then grade 5 is like, because grade 4 to 7 is middle school. Grade 5 is maybe 5 demerits. Grade 6 is like 4 demerits. So getting 10 demerits, I got 2.5 detentions. And I've been like the good kid my whole life. And my parents kind of, like, my mom kind of gave up on me because grade 7 would be the scholarship exam. And she was like, yeah, she can't like force me or something. And I was getting like the academic award this whole time. So yeah, wow. Grade 6 was it was the year everything kind of went to crap. Oh my God, grade 6 was the year I started, like, when I got home, I would go to sleep because I'd be really tired. I'd probably eat and go to sleep. And then I'd set an alarm and wake up at like 2 to do my homework, from like 2 to 6. And I feel like that was super weird as a kid like you. At least in my mind, I thought that like children that age not be doing that. Now maybe I feel different because these 12-year-olds are super big and grown and scary. But yeah. Okay. So you got smart, I got dumb.
No, but not even got smart. I just started getting, like, it didn't peak.
It
didn't peak until 6th grade. Because in 2nd grade, I like freshly skipped a grade. So in that school, like, they went by class rank. So like you would literally be first, second, third in terms of all your exams. And I had got a second. And from then, now looking back from then, I realized it probably when I should have realized, obviously I was a kid, that like second is not like worth celebrating like a lot, at least to like my family, because it wasn't like a big deal. Anyways, 3rd grade, maybe that's why I didn't try. I didn't try 3rd grade. 4th grade was like, eh. 5th grade, I started getting like smarter because like I guess I started picking up in rank, and then also so this running thing in my school, in my grade, we've been like every time in recess or during break time, we'd have like races. Like we'd run from like the cafeteria to the chapel. It was in like evangelist school.
I've only ever read that word. I've never said it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We run from the cafeteria to the chapel and back, and we call it the blacklist because this game, Need for Speed Most Wanted, had that system of the blacklist, and so the fastest person was first in the blacklist, and then to the bottom. I had made my way up to because this is also the grade that I started playing with the boys. A lot of things happened in 5th grade. Up until 4th grade, I used to hang with the girls all the time. Like, yeah, I was that kid. Mm-hmm.
You're like 50 different kids.
Yeah.
One kid. What do you mean you're that kid? Okay.
I just had phases.
Yeah.
So I worked my way up to 4th in the blacklist. That was a big deal. 4th, like we're like what?
This matters to you, being second in the whole grade. Okay.
Yeah, no, because I feel like at that age, like the fastest kid in the class is who the girls like the most.
Okay, right. You went to co-ed school.
Oh, I got I've been invited to assessment round for a job that I had to apply to. Like I don't remember how long ago. Yeah, so I got to 4th, and then I remember the race for 3rd was so tight, and I won that. So then I got to 3rd, and that was my peak. Like that was my peak completely in running.
That's so funny,
and this guy was first name was Mac Phillips. Still remember his name only because he was first. Wasn't even his friend like that.
That's so interesting because I think often they discourage people from skipping grade mainly because of the physical disadvantages you will have because you're.
So if I didn't skip a grade, I would have been first.
But you're really like smart enough and all these things. So.
Yeah. And also our 5th grade teacher was very strict. You get something wrong, he like so they had like wooden erasers, and so like like for the board like that, but
right.
And so like if you got anything wrong, like he'd go like this and he'd like knock it. And as a kid, she got so small because he got hit so many times. But yeah.
Oh my.
But he was a good teacher to have to like straighten me out a little bit because then 6th grade, 2016 was like for me was like a boom.
A boom?
Of like becoming smart.
Oh my God. See, this is why it's good you started 2 years before me. Because, after me, because literally we're like lining up now in terms of maturity and development. Yeah, well, I was 13 that year, and that's like just the year before we go to high school, and like you feel, you feel like all big and like ruler of the kingdom, kind of, because you're the oldest ones there. And then for some reason, I redeemed my education without even like trying, kind of. And like, yeah, I got the like scholarship and whatnot, and all the exams and all these things. Yeah, I don't think anything else. I just remember like you felt super. I don't know. I guess the way seniors is that the oldest?
Yeah.
Seniors feel in high school. That's kind of how I felt. Yeah.
I had a similar thing because in the Ghanaian system, 6th grade is like the seniors of elementary.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was really lined up.
Yeah, and then I was head. So and he was my second teacher that I really liked. Because his teaching style was very motivating to like do well. Because like, so top first 3 in class got to be like, head prefect, vice prefect, and then sanitation prefect. There is sanitation prefect, but like no one wants to be sanitation prefect because you gotta like be in charge of like keeping the classroom clean and whatnot.
Okay.
And that year was the year that the idea of revenge was introduced to me in a very brutal way. That teacher also like straightened us out in terms of swearing, because all from 4th grade to like then we were still saying fuck shit and bitch.
That was the first year I swore.
Oh yeah,
and unintentionally.
Oh,
I was late for the bus, and I was rushing with my friend, and I hung out with Emlyn, and Emlyn would swear a lot. And she was like one of the only people I knew in the grade that swore. And then I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna swear till I'm of age to swear. And I decided it was much later. And then we were running to the bus because we had like a hockey game or something. And then I realized I left like my lunchbox in the room, and I think I said shit, because shit is like the lesser of the two. And I remember Evelyn's jaw just dropped. She wasn't even sure she heard me, because she's like, what? And I heard her really gasp. And even by then I was like, oh, because I didn't like intentionally swear. It just kind of came out, and it was so unexpected because I didn't know I had it in me. And I was like, oh. And we had like a whole chat about it after, like, oh my God, what was that? But yeah. Okay, sorry, go on.
You said shit.
God. I did. I think it's the first time I swore on this podcast. Okay.
Yeah. First, I give revenge because we had like 3. Yeah, he was a great teacher. Uncle Ibn is what I called him, because he was like an uncle to me.
Wow. At school?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But he was like a really good teacher, and so in our school it's in trimester. So like first term, second term, and third term.
Oh, we have that too.
First term, we and at the end of each term we have like awards between because our grade is split into 2, like A and B. But our school went by flower name, so it was like dandelions and like some other flower.
How special.
And so at the end of like we both come together and give awards. First term I got like 70% of the awards. I was keeping my shit. Second term it was more like 60-40, me and this other girl who's in my grade. And I could start sensing that she didn't like me. And later I came to find out she just had a crush on me. We talked about this, I think, in like when I was in senior year of high school. So when we were both in senior year, but obviously in different places. But I started to think she didn't like me because I was head prefect and she was like most of the time was vice. But then one time we were playing this game, like a boys game, where like if you sit down and don't say the keyboard, like you get hit. And we played it while the teacher was out. And then when he came back, she had snitched to the teacher that we were playing it, all the boys, and just like, give me the names. And my name was on the list. And as head prefect, it was a bad example. So none of the boys got hit, but I got hit. I got lashed in front of the class. And I went back to my table and I cried, and I didn't like my teacher anymore, but that only lasted for a week or not. But then I didn't like her at all. And then in Trinity term, the third term, and arguably the most important, she got all the awards. Like she like locked in and just like beat the fuck out of me. And I was like, damn. And then he in the speech that my teacher gave, he was like, after first and second term, Nana had come to me and said, I want to win all the awards. And now she did. because she just logged in and beat me. I was like, okay, fair enough. But I got super pissed because like I wasn't even thinking like that. But she got her lick back. She got her revenge on me. And so yeah, that was demotivating.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was a bit tough to end off, especially she started the year as head prefect. Wow,
that was my last year in that anyways, so
oof.
yeah.
Oh my god, but you're only 11 years old.
So that's when we moved to China.
Oh my god.
After that year, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's really rough for me. It's a rough time.
Wait, you were like, how were you hit in front of the class?
Oh, like so they have like these like canes, and you just like have to like bend over and
they hit your ass.
Yeah,
like once.
A couple.
Oh god.
Measure.
God, that's great.
But that was my first time ever getting hit. I've never gotten hit in school.
But other people have been like you've seen.
Yeah, it happens all the time. But I was never the one in trouble. Never at home. That was like my first time ever. First and only.
That's how I felt when I got my first attention. Because it was kind of like first demerit kind of, but then you kind of just slow because you don't do your homework, and then like a couple of the detentions were unwarranted. Like I genuinely demerits. I genuinely didn't forget. But then after the first one, the second one was like, oh wow. Well, I thought I couldn't mess up twice. And the first one I even got like really special treatment because I was like super, I don't know, disoriented by having this detention. I couldn't believe it, and she was like, you know what, you can just like serve it here at the study session, something like study hall basically. So you know people won't know because like I know this is really tough. And the second one was like, yeah, just you have to sit outside the like headmaster's office during break, and everyone will know that you know you got detention and all that, and that was really bad. And the thing is, I even held back on telling my teacher that I had reached enough demerits to get detention because my friend was reaching her first detention. So it's like if I line it up, we can have it in the same.
Yeah. No.
That was my only rebellious phase. Okay.
That wasn't very long lived.
2017? Oh, grade 8. Now we're going to high school. And then like you get this whole shock because like you're the baby again. You know, you gotta be put in place with like grade order. And all these things. But it was really fun. You kind of felt grown up. Also like the school uniform was a little bit prettier. We got like light blue jerseys as opposed to the ones we usually had. And then like, you know, the seniors would have like senior prank day or something, or like the week. And she got to like, I don't know, I loved seeing them and how they acted. It was my first time seeing that. Because when I went from primary to middle school, I still knew the campus relatively well. Like I knew what area it was. I knew kind of the teachers. I'd seen them around, but I've never been to the high school. So when I went to the high school, it was a whole new experience. It was my first time seeing like you know seniors being seniors and having fun in their last year and having a lot of familiarity with the space, the people, you know. And I thought it was just the coolest thing ever. I guess that's what
that was from your grade 8.
Grade 8.
Interesting. For me, it was also year 8 because now we're in the British system. China, year 8, but that's like middle school.
Yeah, because it's 6 years high school. No, the British system. So 5 years up to 13.
Yeah, from year 10 to year 13. What?
Okay.
10, 11, 12, 13, 4 years. Yeah, in British, and then because year 7, 8, 9 is middle school. 10, 11 is like GCSEs. 12, 13 is AS and A levels.
Okay.
So I'm in year 8 now. New country.
Yeah, crazy.
New continent.
Yeah. You're literally the Karate Kid.
I was.
And I love that movie.
But I liked it there. I didn't hate it here. I hate it. No. I liked it there. I don't even know what to say.
That's so crazy. I can't even imagine uprooting and going somewhere that different and being open and receptive to it. And also like there's such a one sort of culture in China. Like it's all just Chinese people, you know? It's not that you're integrating. Like you can't really integrate.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of crazy.
But for us, so it was an international school, but it was still like majority Chinese. And the second most popular was Korean. And then like a bit of international. Yeah. Okay. I guess culture shocks. First thing when we landed, it just wasn't anything like I had imagined from like watching Kung Fu Panda or like Chinese or like Jackie Chan movies.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah. A lot of high rises, very high tech. I thought it was gonna be living like in the old temples type.
Oh, what?
That was my idea. So we first landed, we're driving through Beijing and like this big black car that the school sent for us. It's like, well, this is fancy. Then we stay at a hotel for the night and no.
No. Our friend just gestured out the window of this room. Anyways.
Yeah, we stay at a very nice hotel for the night, and the next day we have like a little road trip to Tianjin where we stay. And yeah, I was like, wow, this is fancy, like fancy living, very fast internet. Like I was like, whoa.
What about like the food? That must be very different.
Oh,
you eat pork.
No, I didn't eat a lot of Chinese cuisine at all. And the lunch at school, I always just go to the sandwich section because like the other stuff.
How long have you been recording? Okay.
For 57 minutes. I think it's gonna be a long one.
I like that.
If we're going year by year.
Yeah, I think we should.
We're nowhere near done.
Almost.
Yeah, and then this is also my first encounter with racism. Obviously, of people wanting to touch my hair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they obsess over anyone that's not Chinese, well, that looks Asian. That goes over. Yeah. I mean, in South Africa, people wanted to touch my hair. I guess opposite.
Yeah, that's
okay. Go on.
How was that for you?
Weird, because you know what they did?
When?
Well, the first time I realized it was we were in Zulu class, and my friend behind me, who I've known for many years, like all of them I know for many years, she just pulled one of my hair out from behind, and I'm just like, ow! Like I'm like, what? Like, and she's like, oh, I want to see you feel that. Like, she's like, what do you feel every strand of hair? And I was like, and then other than that, sometimes like I used to like volunteer a lot, so I think people there maybe got less experience with. Like many different culture people, and then they were like, yeah, your hair's just so different, I just don't know how it works. Yeah. I was like, yeah, it makes sense. I would say the same if I hadn't learned. But yeah, okay. Yeah. If you want to touch your hair.
Yeah. A lot of things happened in my first I had my first like crush. Like I've had a crush before, but like it wasn't like that was like kid crush. But I guess that's also kid crush, but it felt like a crush. What else happened? Oh, one girl called me chocolate dude because she said like she was very new to the school. She came like second semester. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call you chocolate dude. I was like, okay, cool. I didn't know what it meant, but yeah, she was like Italian.
This is like my whole barbecue sauce thing.
Oh yeah. Do you want to tell that story?
Is that not on the pod already?
I think it is.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Listen back for something funny. Oh good God.
Yeah.
Now looking back, it's so much worse than if I just felt weird saying it. God, okay.
I'm imagining she was also
I kind of think
yeah.
But this is like, when you hear someone do something crappy and you kind of empathize because you kind of know it. But then it's like that doesn't mean it was any better.
Yeah. It's fine. I didn't take it like in that way.
Your parents warned you about it before you went?
No.
No. Races. Oh God.
Yeah.
I used to say that racism doesn't really exist because everyone's just one race there. But the way they treat foreigners, like
in South Africa,
no, in China.
The way. It exists. Yeah,
it's very, very yeah, it's so bad.
Out there. 2018.
Oh, I'm 15. I moved to China.
Oh.
Yeah. So at some point, I don't recall this quite vividly, but I remember I started getting very sick of the school I was at because I just been there for like ages and ages and ages. And yeah, since I was in grade Naught, right? And you sort of see the cracks and you want things to get better and all these things. And I was like, I'm ready to leave. And my mom had her whole thing about not having me leave because she could never picture herself leaving school because she had to. And I was the opposite, but she didn't understand. So this opportunity came. I did this exam. They really like cheated and fudged my results to get me there. So it was already like the start of, you could feel like something, but it was to Shenzhen, and Shenzhen was new. And it was like full scholarship, all these things. And then I went, and then I went for 2 months. But also I left at the time that everything was peaking. Like I just got my new violin, and it was a full-size violin. And in life you just need up to a full-size violin. I also got the best tennis racket of my life, but I didn't get to use it because I was about to leave. And I still haven't even used it now. And it's like brand new and it's gorgeous. It's a Williams racket, the one Federer uses. And it's like matte black with neon green. Oh, love this thing. And like all these things, even the friends I had at school were like lining up. It was crazy. And I left all of it. And then yeah, China was a whole mess. And I came back and I was sort of in shambles because I came in November, and I also was sort of taken out of China when things were going really well there. At that, like it was like just a week. If they took me a week earlier, it would have been a little bit better. They didn't. So I was a little bit torn from there. But when I came back, I had to pretend like they saved me, kind of, to be super grateful. Because my mom was really feeling super remorseful that she had to send me there. Because she wanted, tuition was getting really expensive with my brother and I switching schools and all that. And so she thought I was doing it for her and all that. So yeah, I came back and everything was just a mess. And then I couldn't go back to school because it's the end of the year and I still didn't have school for the next year. So then my friend helped me out, but then now my mom felt super indebted to this friend. That was a very weird time. What a crazy year.
Damn, a lot happened. 2018.
Yeah, 2018.
Damn, I don't have much to say for 2018 myself. I mean, I was year 9. I started biking around the city in China.
Ooh.
That year. I'm like with the yellow bikes.
Oh, I love that. I love the bikes.
Yeah. Oh, we won the football tournament. I did MUN. I was in the play.
Did you like go around China? Do you like eat a lot of the food?
No.
All these, nothing?
No.
You just...
We did not assimilate at all. All my friends were, well, my 2 closest friends, one was half British, half Spanish, and the other was British, and I can't remember, but in a Southeast Asian country. And then my friends because they were both in a grade above me. My friends in my grade, most of them were Korean, because the football team was majority Korean.
Were you still like a grade up?
Yeah,
so your friends are 2 years older than you at this point, because you're a year younger than everyone already.
Yeah, and
you're friends with people in the grade above.
Yeah.
So there's 2 years. That's crazy.
I think some even 3, because like I think Koreans like start counting from birth as 1 year old.
Yeah.
So I guess, no, not technically 3, but like
then they'd be the same age as
technically 2 years older than me, but like in counting the different ways, it was 3. What happened that year? I had a story, I just forgot it. The World Scholars Cup. It's like the tournament that I was in. So I got paired with one of my. So the World Scholars, also that a lot of the people in that club were like in the grade above. So I became friends with a lot of them. And I shared rooms with this guy that also liked my crush from the year before, but she had left the school now.
How'd you guys know that you both had a crush?
Because we shared the room and then we talked about it. Also, like, I guess every like guy, not every guy, but all the more international guys had a crush on her.
Right. Right. Okay. You're basic. That's it.
And she was in the club the year before, but I wasn't in it at that time. So we share a room, and then our first night. So remember, we have like a whole day of like intense competition the next day, but the whole night we just talk about her and stuff like that. But he was a lot closer to her, and he was basically saying, "Oh, she liked me because we spent a lot more time together and this, that, and the third."
13.
Yeah,
It's puberty, no?
yeah. This is all puberty talking.
You're puberty. He's already.
Yeah, 14, 15. Yeah, 15.
I think that's the weirdest part of you being so young is that you literally develops like slower, and this is quite a critical moment because you literally just hit puberty.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any side effects? My brother had like everything, but
I just had acne.
That's it.
But that wasn't even that year.
Oh.
It was towards the end of that year, I think, is when I started developing acne.
My brother had like a lot of mood changes.
Oh no, mine. Oh, those came like for me. That was senior year of high school.
Yeah, because I think it's something between like that and the next 4 years or something. Yeah.
Those were the only things that I had. Everything else, I was pretty chill. I started having a lot more freedom. Like I could get in a taxi. This was so crazy. Now that I think about it, I could get in a taxi and go to like a different side of the city on my own and come back. My parents would be fine with that.
So they got accustomed to the culture. Like you say they didn't assimilate, but they trusted its system fairly early on, or they knew of it before going. Or
yeah, I think that was it. But like knowing them now, like it seems so like weird to think of or consider. Because my youngest sister now, she's turning 13, and whenever she goes to her friend's house, like my parents take her, and like they very much so just go to the friend's house and like spend the time there or like in the care of the parents. I had to go to like, so there are 3 international schools. I just go to one of the other international schools and meet up with my friends there who had friends there and like fuck around in the city for like a couple of hours. Yeah. Or like we just get a bike, ride around. Like that one, fair enough, we're like close enough in our area where my parents didn't care, but like they don't know where I am. Like we could literally bike anywhere and like come back and whatnot. And they had like full trust and faith. Like they wouldn't call me. I think they're a lot more pushy with like keeping contact with me now than they were at that time when I was 13, which is so crazy to me thinking about now. But yeah.
Okay.
Next year, 2019.
That was the year I spent 1 year at one of the new schools with my friend. Oh, I hated that year.
Oof.
It was really funny. The one friend, like the best friend I made out of that year, how I met her was I started getting like strep throat in the first term, so 3 terms, first term, and we didn't go to the doctor or anything. We kind of just let it get like worse and worse and worse, to the point where like I just couldn't even swallow my saliva. And I was in class one day and I had like my head in my arms, and also I just had no friends in the school. I had some friends, but I didn't really like the people there, and it was very clear they lived in a bubble and all these things. I just wasn't having a great time, right? And she comes in, Sonia. She comes, she starts like jabbing my arm with her finger. She goes like, "Hey, hey, hey, hey." I don't know her that well. This is not what I'm like. I'm getting like super annoyed, right? To the point where my friend, the only girl who I know there, goes like, "Oh, Sonia, maybe not. Maybe let's give Sabrina her space or something." And then Sonia stops or something. And then I don't know what happened, but I don't remember doing this, but I somehow got invited to go to India for like a maths competition, for like the maths Olympiad or something. I don't even know how, because I'm not like that. Like there's a lot of smart people in that school. Like people finish school with averages of 97% or something, like high 90s is normal. And I was pretty average compared to that. And I get this invitation. I don't even think it's real. So I text my teacher because it's the middle of the holidays. And she's like, "Yeah, no, it seems real. I don't know, ask your parents." Tuition is very expensive. My whole life, most of our money went to tuition. That's also why we didn't go anywhere in the holidays or do anything in our spare time. And we were trying to make it so that I could go to India, but then we never did it. And it didn't work out and whatnot. It turned out to be real, but I really thought it was like a spam email when I got it at first. But basically, Sonia and I got like closer, and like we got really, really close. Just as I was leaving again. Because she went to exchange. She went to exchange for the last term. So the second term we got super close.
Exchange is crazy. In ninth, what grade were you in?
Oh yeah, grade 10.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we got 2 dances, one in grade 10, one in grade 12, and then in grade 10 you can take it in exchange semester term. Yeah. So she went to Columbia just as we were close, and she used to like sit together in maths. And I used to really look forward to those classes with her. And it's like, oh, you have something good, and it gets like taken away. And I don't know what I did for like the rest of that term.
Sad.
But I was like, yeah, I mean, it ended off okay, but yeah, that was a very weird blip of a year. Oh yeah, that's the year I turned 16. Your turn.
16.
Yeah.
Was that a big age for you? A lot of girls I know were like sweet 16, sweet 16.
Yeah, but I think because of that, because I always just wanted to kind of to be different, and that's my main motivation to do something different. But I mean, also to some extent, it's like I didn't care. But since both exist, since both are true at the same time, then yeah, one is obviously worse. So it's kind of big. I mean, I knew it was like my sweet 16 or whatever, but at this point, like, I felt like I was. The hard thing was I would see my friends at like competitions and stuff or games, like sports matches or things. And then I know I'm not as close with them because I left, but I saw them being super close, and I knew if I stay in that school, I'd be with them. But then in the new school, I also had no one. So it felt really weird. So also, I think maybe by my birthday, I just didn't know what to do or whatnot. But I remember I felt super mature because we ended up picking trash on the beach the whole day because I was volunteering at some camp.
Mature.
Yeah, in the cult.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, yeah, this was a meaningful birthday. Yada yada. Your turn. 14.
That was the year that
China.
No, so that's the year that we moved back to Ghana. I'm just also off of the back of spending most of the summer in Malaysia, thinking that we're gonna.
You went to Malaysia?
Stay there. Yeah. We didn't live there, but we thought we were going to.
Oh.
And then.
What do you think of Malaysia? When I was in China, one of my closest friends was Malaysian.
I feel like it's not like visually, it's not too different from China.
Yeah, I think a lot of. I mean, excuse me,
high rises,
kind of naive, but yeah, some places in Asia sort of just. But I mean, it's like the Netherlands. Like pretty much every town kind of has the same boat.
So it wasn't anything special, and we didn't get to do much.
I find the Malay accent, like when they speak English, very obvious, because they like not stutter, but each syllable is very short, like in a noun.
But Vietnamese people also have that.
That's the thing, and even like Singaporeans or something. So you can, but I think it's interesting. That's one way you can sort of tell kind of where they're from. Yeah.
Yeah. So back in Ghana, this is year 10.
But you
starting for IGCSE.
You in Malaysia, if you thought you were going to stay there for some time, you must have experienced it differently. Because like everything you look at, you must have been like, oh, might be here.
Yeah, it was. Like already I was upset that we had to move from China. I feel like I was just getting, established. And what not. So like I wasn't really like receptive to the place. And then to find we're moving back to Ghana, like I was like, alright, bruh.
Wait, so you were never in Nigeria?
Not yet.
Okay.
Back to Ghana. So I was in Ghana for the year 10 and 11.
Okay. Continuing with the British system.
Yeah. So I did my IGCSE. Oh, year 11 was COVID, so yeah, we'll get there. Year 10 was chill. That was my next growth jump. Because in China, like it was chill. Like I wasn't anything crazy. I was in second set math and then top set everything else. And to me, it felt like I was really only in top set just because, like, I didn't have to learn English at the same time as learning stuff that is taught in English. So, like science, I thought just the fact that I knew English carried me a lot. But then 10th grade,
Right. So year 10, moved back to Ghana. New school. This was like the weirdest school I've ever been to. It was like a tiny school. Tiny school. Like we could fit in one building, but not even like a big building. Like a building the size of like your apartment building block,
Yeah.
2 of those.
Oh.
Maybe 3.
Wow, very small.
Tiny school. And yeah, I just started getting
Like some
really
private
good.
parks are bigger than that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really why I just started getting good again. Like math, I was like acing everything. Physics, like all the IGCSE subjects that I took. I think I took math, physics, chemistry. I didn't take biology. Additional mathematics, and then obviously English, French, ICT. Yeah. That was yours was a lot more interesting than mine.
My base subjects were English, maths, life orientation. Those were mandatory. Zulu, that as well, I guess.
There's Zulu IGCSE?
No, this is still South African.
Yeah.
And then my option ones, because it's like 5 base, and then my option ones were design, IT, and science. God, I hated science. God, the teacher, you know what, it's crazy because the really good teacher, I didn't like her. The really bad teacher, I loved her. And she knew I was planning on dropping the subject. And she was like, yeah, maybe Sabrina just got a low grade because she just stopped caring. Like, because, we know that she's gonna leave. Or something like that. But I love that teacher. Oh my God. When I left St. Andrews, the school in grade 9, and like my teachers were finding out because I didn't really know how to tell my friends. And the way I had to tell each of my friends was also catastrophic because everyone had been there for 10 years. No one expected like me of all people to leave. And people got like really sad. I cried like every day. Like every time I had to tell someone, we'd be in the bathroom like crying or something. And the teachers also got an email and they'd pull me aside because this was before I told all my friends. And they'd also just be like spellbound. And be like, oh, you're leaving. It was so weird. It was so weird. The like level of, I suppose, like family almost, like commitment, dedication. I don't know. It's like you know when someone's always around, you just take them as a given. You don't expect anything to change.
Yeah.
So that was crazy.
I had to avoid all of that. Whenever I leave a place, like just last day of school is a regular last day of school, and then they just never see me the next.
Yeah, after that I started doing that, but no, that leaving was intense. Okay, so
2020.
What was the last thing you said before I said that? I feel so bad.
No, it's fine. Okay. The reason wasn't much for me in 2019.
Pandemic. Yeah. So I met my current roommates. And I didn't expect us to get along, but we did because we were very different then. I was so much more of a mess than you've ever seen me, which I can't even imagine. And yeah, I only have to take 5 subjects, so it's just maths, English. These are AS levels now. So now in the Cambridge system, and I took computer science because that's the closest thing I could to like IT. Art, which was also Hull, the closest thing I could take to design. And then I took Chinese just as an easy subject, kind of.
I heard AS and A level art is pretty tough.
Oh my God, so tough. And they only want realism. And I don't have that technique. I literally had nothing and I had to build it from scratch. And I tried to morph it a bit into something more kind of abstract, I suppose. But then obviously I got a lower grade. So for a second I remember one day I had like a little breakdown, and this was the first time I'm in the same school as my brother, and I run to him and I'm like, should I just take economics? I feel like I could just study and like get a good grade, do well in economics instead of like doing this or something. And he's like, yeah, panic attacks here, like stress, whatever, anxiety attacks, very normal, don't worry. But he was also, oh my God, that's the first time seeing him as like incompetent is a hard word. Harsh word, but I can't think of anything else because I've never seen him as someone in school, and I idolized him my whole life at that point. So that was very weird. Also, he had like really, really cool friends, like popular friends, and I was like, like what? But then I remember like he's incredibly good at sports. So he was in like first team basketball, first team soccer, not soccer, tennis, all these things. Yeah, and then pandemic hits for most of the year. It's lockdown. And yeah, my grades, like you just cheat and do all these things, and I don't know. I don't even know what I did through that pandemic, but nothing fruitful.
Yeah,
weird just being home. Yeah.
I liked being home.
My dad wasn't home still. My dad worked in a different province, so he came every weekend, and he still did that because he was considered emergency, whatever, just because he works in food. So that was weird. Yeah, you like being home?
Yeah, I remember like my birthday was the day that catalyzed everything.
Oh my god!
March 16th. The day after.
God, yeah, for us we shut down March 18th.
Yeah.
March 18th was a Wednesday, right? Or Monday?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Oh my god, that's crazy. And the thing is, my boyfriend at the time, we were doing long distance, his grandparents were from Wuhan. So a few months before, like a few weeks before, he told me how they got sick. And he told me how it seemed to be like really, really bad and how they were like on their deathbed. I didn't know my boyfriend well enough to know anything about it. I think we've been dating for like 2 months. And also my Chinese is not gonna ask more. And also he's just a guy, so he's not gonna like open up and tell me these details, right? And then, yeah, like, and then it gets linked to the pandemic. And I'm like, oh my God, you were there.
Your boyfriend's grandparents were patient zero.
Anyways, go on.
Yeah, so my birthday was kind of I remember we went to KFC, me and my friends, and then came back, and then the next day, like, no school. And keep in mind, it's a small school, right? So, yeah. And all our teachers are people, like, in transitional periods. So teaching isn't what they want to do. It's just a gig they're doing while trying to find, like, a job.
Oh my God, gig economy teaching is crazy.
Yeah.
For a school like that.
So we had literally no classes. And this is the year we're supposed to take our IGCSE exam. But then the A-level, the British Council, they're like, you can use predicted grades. But our principal elected not to do it. Why? I was so pissed at him for that. But then later, come to find, like, it was pretty racist the way the predicted grades worked, because then, like, a lot of people that went to, like, majority, like, what's the word? People of color schools, like low SES background, socioeconomic status, just got lower than their predicted grades, like actual grades that were awarded by the British Council. So I had to take it in November, December, because my principal decided not to. But I was like, oh, at least we'll have class to finish the syllabus. No. So I had to self-study. I had to self-study chemistry, physics, math, additional mathematics. English, I didn't really care. English, I didn't really care, but my English teacher thought I sucked at English. I got an A star in English. Yeah.
Dude, that HCC English was such bullcrap. Like, I had to write an essay every week about the dumbest crap just because we had to have a class to go to. Anyways.
Yeah. So I had to study all of this while, bear in mind, from September, I'm switching to American system for 11th grade.
Oh.
So I'm having class, like, online, actual Zoom class online in this new school, at the same time studying for my IGC. I can't go to Nigeria. This is in Nigeria. I can't go to Nigeria yet because I have to stay to write my exam in November and then move. So, and this was like the moodiest I've been. Like, bear in mind, I think the summer before, I think, was top 5 most upset I've been with my parents, because it was the summer, like a regular summer day. I'm like, it's in the afternoon. I'm on, like, Fortnite with my friends because everyone's playing Fortnite at that time. My mom goes out and she comes back later in the evening and she assumes that I've been on the game this whole time and gets so mad at me she takes my iPad. First of all, even if you're mad at me, I'm on the game. It's like during summer break. I had nothing to do. I was upset at her for like a month. But anyways, next summer, and now that I'm studying, she still keeps bothering me about, like, other stuff, and I'm like, I was so stressed that period. This is the period where like I'd only eat eggs like once a day, and like because I was so stressed about the IGCSE exams, and I wrote every exam, and my genuine thought was I'm gonna get all C's and my life is over, and I didn't know until 2021 that I did better than I thought.
I think that block also, I think, because I wrote my exams then as well, just because end of the year, the curve was a little bit more generous, just because that's the first batch, I think, from the pandemic. You ate an egg a day?
Basically, like, there's different variants of egg foods, because it was the simplest, and like, I didn't really have much of an appetite. Chemistry, especially, I dreaded, because like, we hadn't gone through like the syllabus at all, because our teacher was teaching 2 schools at the same time. Jesus. I hadn't learned anything. I had to learn it all from scratch. Oh my god. Tough times.
Oh my god. Well, year 12.
For me, 11th grade.
Yeah, this is my last year in high school. Yeah.
Right, because you graduated 2021.
Oh, I started taking like skin medication as a Accutane, because I had acne. And the thing is, it was so funny. My family blew it up like it was such a big deal. I had a small patch on my forehead, the forehead, a small patch on my cheek, and a small patch on like both cheeks. Tiny patch. And it was basically like pimples. Nothing was like. But given the fact that no one in my family their whole life had ever had pimples, not even a pimple, this was really, really bad. So my grandpa would straight up look at me and be like, you have a disease on your face. And other girls would look at me and be like, oh my god, I wish I had your skin. So I went to the dermatologist, who were like, yeah, this is really persistent. And I think she just wanted to make a quick buck or something, because she owed a crap ton of money. And she gave me like medicine that was way too strong. And I'm very prone to side effects. So I got all the high side effects, and it was really, really bad. But I didn't know it was side effects. So yeah, I went through that, and it made me like super crazy. Also, my brother had left university. It was my first time without him for a few months, and it was super weird with just my parents. Also, I didn't have the best relationship with my mom and my dad were fighting. So very, very strange time. But at least over the pandemic, I managed to train my dog to sleep in the room with me, because he was always been outside. And that was super nice, because now my dog could start coming inside, and we had a lot more fun. But yeah, that's mostly what I remember of the year I turned 18.
Oh, it's the year you turned 18.
Yeah.
Damn, that's not a very happy story.
It's okay. Everything
getting into adulthood.
Awesome, and changes once we're here. Go on. Tell me.
2021, 11th grade, but also part of 12th grade. Nothing much happened in the end of 11th grade, but a lot more in the start of 12th. Just around the time where like my mood swings, I guess, started, and like me and my dad were beefing. It's also we're the only we live together now, just me and my dad, and everyone knows my mom and my sisters were in Ghana.
Oh my god, you're 16 only.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. God.
I had my first girlfriend in that October of that year at 21. Yeah. Story wise, I don't really have a story like start of 12th grade. Nothing much. I like this is me like new to the school, and we're finally now in person. So like it was still like, although I've been there for a year, it felt like this was my first year, the first semester, just because like obviously not seeing these people in person.
Did you have to have your camera on during the Zoom?
Yeah.
Okay. So people like hadn't even seen you in person, but they saw you.
They've seen me online. Yeah.
Wow, that must be super weird, because they're all like friends, probably.
Exactly. And also there's a thing of like mask fishing.
Oh, like cat fishing, but
yeah, but with a mask. Like I think for a bit, because a bit of second semester of 11th grade, like we had like an on and off schedule where like half of the school will come Monday, and then the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, other half will come Tuesday, Thursday, and then switch the next week. But obviously you had to wear a mask, and mask fishing was a big thing. And I'm a new kid. I'm like, oh my god, bro. Like I was shitting myself, like as in for a 12th grade starting. If now that we don't have to wear masks, we still did have to wear masks, but it was less strict.
Yeah.
I was just worried that I'd be mask fishing because obviously teenage mind and how people perceive you is the most important thing ever.
Yeah.
So that was making me shit bricks. But yeah.
I was definitely on the other side of that. Oh my god, my roommate was terrible for a while. I was super diligent because also like mask fishing, I suppose. I didn't like do anything or play into it, but I just kept my mask on when I could. Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. For me, that was the year that I actually started talking to girls. Pretty much.
2021 or 2022?
2021, end of 2021, like that first semester of 12th grade.
And this is your first and only girlfriend?
Yeah, today.
Well, how long did you date for?
For the whole year that I was there until like
2022.
Yeah. And it was so random how it happened because her friend was talking to me first.
As in interested in you?
Yeah. Ooh. I didn't know that they were friends, and then so there's this the holiday for Nigerian Independence Day. Like it was basically a celebration at school, but then after me and my friends were talking to the other girl. But I wasn't really talking. And apparently she had got upset that I didn't talk to her. And then so the girl that was talking to me had told me that, and I was like, oh, I wasn't even anything like that. Let me apologize. So she gives me her contact, and then I messaged her to apologize. And then I remember this call.
I remember being a child.
Vividly, because so I'm on call with friend.
Yeah.
As I'm texting other friend, and I'm telling her, oh, what should I say? Like, I'm sorry, whatever. And then obviously after that, the conversation keeps going on the text.
Yeah.
And so the call is kind of silent. She's like, oh, you like her? I'm like, no, I'm just like talking to her. And then so we end the call. And then the other girl calls me. And then we talk like until like 3 a.m. And then the next day at school. And then one thing led to another. And then that happened. But then my dad got super, he didn't know, but like he was suspicious, and he started getting like kind of bossy and like saying, oh, don't let your grade slip because it tends to happen in 12th grade, and then like a whole lot of stuff. And then there was like weeks in that house that we would go without talking to each other, or I would go without saying a word to him. Or, that wasn't just a one word reply. But yeah.
Is this because you were angry or just?
It was just teenage hormones.
All right. Yeah, I mean, two guys in the house.
I think we didn't talk until New Year's. And it was only to say Happy New Year. And then, because my sisters and my mom had to come like for the New Year's. And then they're like, oh, what's going on? And then, yeah.
Jeez. But like, you'd surely like call people and your dad would hear your voice and stuff like that, right?
Our rooms are like on completely opposite sides of the apartment.
Okay. Wow. So that takes you into 2022.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the year we come here.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. Crazy. Okay. Well, then things kind of just join together.
Yeah.
And I'd say there's a decent amount that's shared. Wow. My 2022, oh God, that was the time I got COVID. But you know, when I got COVID, I was kind of happy because now I was like, oh, now I'm part of history. Like, I'm part of the stats. And my brother's like, well, he could have been the part of the stat that never got infected. I was like, whatever. Yeah. I love this episode.
Yeah. 2022. It feels long, like a long time ago now.
It's kind of crazy, you know? Oh my God, you were 17.
Yeah. Freshly graduated high school that summer.
I feel like you're on a high horse.
Graduating?
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of terrible shit that happened. No, not a high horse at all. The only thing I was excited about was being able to live like really like it was getting to the point where like I really wanted that freedom, and so like I was excited of being in a new place and like having my own studio.
But okay, when your family met up in New Year's, did you move back in with them? Did they move back in?
At that point also no. My younger sister then like stayed with us for my 12th grade. Yeah.
2022. So then by the time you came here, you came from living with your dad and your sister.
Yeah. Now they all live together.
How was that? Just
me and my dad and my sister.
Yeah.
I was the cook. That's really what got me into cooking, because I had to be the cook of the house. Because now we had like before, me and my dad could eat whatever, but now we have like a
You
6, 7 year old. That obviously needed to eat like healthy food.
That's
So I cooked more, and it was kind of annoying because it was the first time really that we had gone to the same school. Because in China we went to the same school, but like it was so big that like, and she was also in kindergarten, so she was never my concern.
young.
But now she's in like elementary school, like 3rd, 4th grade, I think, when I was in senior year, and so I have to like not walk her to school, but like we'd walk together to school, and like I'd see her sometimes in the hallways, and that was kind of funny. It never knocked off.
Wow.
No, because so it's not
tall up.
Yeah, it's a
Across.
campus across. So like there's the primary school section, middle school, high school section, cafeteria.
That's crazy.
So when they're leaving cafeteria, it's normally when we're going for lunch, or like whenever they're walking through the through this way to go to the other stuff.
I feel so happy.
She did. Yeah.
Didn't other people around you see it as like, oh?
Yeah, but other people also had, like my closest friend, his youngest sister was also in primary, but a grade younger than my sister. So like it was like a thing, normal thing, I'm assuming. But for me, it wasn't, because this was the first time like seeing my sibling in the same school.
Wait, you didn't like it?
It was just weird. It was weird and funny. Like I didn't know what to feel about it.
So what do you mean eat whatever? Like what you'd like you just cook something fast, or you'd order out, or
yeah, or like my dad would hire one of the chefs from the school to like just make something.
But then your sister came, and now
I started cooking more. So then it was a lot of FaceTime cooking sessions, me and my mom, like her teaching me like what my younger sister likes to eat, cooking stuff like that. Yeah.
I bet that makes a girl's heart go, oh, I don't know what the English word is. But yeah, it's warming, heartwarming.
Yeah.
There we go. Never mind, I didn't know the Chinese word for it. Okay.
And yeah, I mean, from 2022 to now, like it's just us here at uni. I don't think there's much that needs or should be said.
No, I like how it is now.
And that's the story of the unoriginal podcast.
Yeah,
with Caleb and Sabrina.
As personal as we'll get with our life stories. Now you know us.
In and out.
What an original way of going about it, though, I feel like.
Yeah. There's nobody here.
They just left.